Welcome back to our channel, History Buffs. Today we are diving into the fascinating and often tumultuous history of the American frontier. Specifically, we'll be exploring the lives of cowboys and Native Americans, two groups that played significant roles in shaping the history of the American West. So saddle up and let's get started. Before we embark on a captivating journey into the enthralling lives of cowboys and Native Americans, it is imperative that we first set the stage by comprehending the essence and significance of the American frontier. The American frontier, a term steeped in historical significance, alludes to the vast expanse of untamed and untrodden land that stretched beyond the mighty Mississippi River, extending tirelessly westward until it reached the majestic Pacific Ocean during the 19th century. This untamed wilderness was a realm of unparalleled beauty and peril, a rugged and wild region that beckoned the courageous and the adventurous. It was a land teeming with endless possibilities, a canvas upon which dreams were painted and destinies were shaped. The American frontier was a veritable melting pot of cultures, where people from all walks of life converged in pursuit of a better life or to satisfy their insatiable wanderlust. Yet, the American frontier was not without its challenges. It was a land that demanded resilience, fortitude, and adaptability from those who dared to venture into its uncharted territories. The vast expanses of wilderness posed physical challenges, as pioneers had to navigate treacherous terrains, withstand harsh weather conditions, and overcome natural obstacles that stood in their path. Moreover, the frontier was a place where the rule of law often took a back seat to the law of survival, as lawlessness and conflict were not uncommon. However, amidst the trials and tribulations, the American frontier was also a place of remarkable opportunity. It was a land that promised new beginnings, where individuals could reinvent themselves and forge their own paths. The frontier offered fertile soil for economic growth, with vast natural resources waiting to be harnessed and exploited. It was a land of untapped potential, where fortunes could be made and lost in equal measure. As we delve deeper into the captivating lives of cowboys and Native Americans, it is crucial to keep in mind the backdrop against which their stories unfold. The American frontier, with its rugged landscapes, untamed wilderness, and boundless possibilities, served as the stage upon which the narratives of these two groups played out. So let us embark on this captivating journey, where the spirit of adventure and the clash of cultures intertwine to reveal the rich tapestry of the American frontier. Prior to the arrival of European settlers, the vast lands were inhabited by Native Americans who had thrived for thousands of years. These indigenous people belonged to various tribes, each possessing its distinct culture, language, and customs, creating a rich tapestry of diversity across the continent. However, as the frontier expanded and European settlers began to encroach upon Native American territories, tensions and conflicts arose. The clash of two vastly different worlds, with their contrasting beliefs and values, made it almost inevitable that conflicts would arise. The Native Americans, deeply connected to their ancestral lands, found themselves facing the daunting challenge of defending their way of life against the encroachment of settlers. As the settlers sought to establish permanent settlements and exploit the abundant resources of the land, they often disregarded the rights and traditions of the Native Americans, leading to an escalation of hostilities. In response to this threat, Native American tribes engaged in a series of wars and negotiations with the settlers. These conflicts were fought not only on physical battlefields, but also through a complex web of diplomacy and alliances. Native American leaders, such as Tecumseh and Sitting Bull, emerged as key figures in the resistance against the settlers, rallying their tribes and attempting to unite various indigenous nations against a common enemy. The battles and negotiations between Native Americans and settlers were marked by both triumphs and tragedies. Native American warriors displayed incredible bravery and tactical prowess, often utilizing their deep knowledge of the land to their advantage. However, they also faced overwhelming odds, as the settlers possessed superior weaponry and resources. Despite the hardships they faced, Native Americans left an indelible mark on American history through their resistance and resilience. The conflicts and negotiations between Native Americans and settlers shaped the course of the nation, leading to the establishment of treaties and reservations that continue to impact Native American communities to this day. It is essential to recognize the profound contributions and sacrifices of Native Americans, who had inhabited these lands for millennia before the arrival of Europeans. Their diverse cultures and traditions are an integral part of the rich tapestry of American history, and their stories deserve to be told and celebrated. As the frontier expanded, a new figure emerged: the cowboy. Cowboys were skilled horsemen and cattle handlers who worked on ranches and drove herds of cattle across long distances. They played a crucial role in the cattle industry, which boomed in the late 19th century. The portrayal of cowboys in popular culture often tends to romanticize their image, but it is crucial to acknowledge the complexity of their relationship with Native Americans. Historically, some cowboys found themselves engaged in conflicts with various Native American tribes, primarily centered around disputes over land and resources. These clashes often perpetuated a cycle of violence, further exacerbating tensions between the two groups. However, it is equally important to recognize that not all cowboys held a hostile attitude towards Native Americans. In fact, many cowboys developed a deep sense of mutual respect for the indigenous people they encountered. These cowboys recognized the valuable knowledge and skills possessed by Native Americans, particularly in the realm of horsemanship and survival techniques. As they spent time in close proximity to Native American communities, some cowboys began to appreciate the expertise and wisdom that the indigenous people had acquired over generations. They observed the harmonious relationship that Native Americans had with their horses and the remarkable survival skills they possessed in navigating the rugged terrain of the American West. These observant cowboys saw an opportunity to learn from and adopt these skills, which ultimately enhanced their own abilities as horsemen and wilderness experts. This exchange of knowledge between cowboys and Native Americans led to a fascinating cultural amalgamation. The cowboys, often associated with their distinctive hats, boots, and lassos, embraced certain aspects of Native American horsemanship and survival techniques. This cultural fusion not only enriched the cowboys' own repertoire of skills, but also fostered a deeper understanding and appreciation of Native American culture. While the relationship between cowboys and Native Americans was indeed complex, it is essential to avoid painting it with a broad brush. While conflicts did arise, it is also crucial to acknowledge the instances of mutual respect and cultural exchange that took place between these two groups. By recognizing the multifaceted nature of their relationship, we can gain a more nuanced understanding of the historical dynamics that shaped the American West. The late 19th century witnessed a profound shift in the American landscape as the once vast and untamed frontier began to close its doors. This transformative period was characterized by several factors, including the advent of railroads, the rapid expansion of settlements, and the decline of open-range cattle ranching. As a result, the era of the cowboy, with its romanticized imagery and rugged way of life, gradually faded into the annals of history. The arrival of railroads played a crucial role in shaping the destiny of the American West. These iron tracks snaked their way across the landscape, connecting previously isolated settlements and opening up new avenues of transportation and commerce. While this development brought about undeniable progress and economic growth, it also signaled the end of an era. As the railroads expanded, the need for large-scale open-range cattle ranching diminished, leading to a decline in the demand for cowboys and their iconic lifestyle. Simultaneously, the rapid expansion of settlements further encroached upon the once vast and untamed lands that had been home to Native American tribes for centuries. The forced displacement of these tribes and the seizure of their ancestral lands represented a dark chapter in American history. Native Americans faced immense challenges as their way of life was disrupted, their cultures threatened, and their communities torn apart. The closing of the frontier marked a turning point for them, as they were forced to adapt to a rapidly changing world. The impact of the closing of the American frontier cannot be overstated. It symbolized the end of an era characterized by the wild, untamed spirit of the West and the rugged individualism of the cowboy. It also marked a profound shift in the relationship between settlers and Native American tribes, one that would have lasting consequences for both parties. However, despite the challenges and hardships faced by both cowboys and Native Americans, their legacies endure. The cowboy, with his iconic image of riding into the sunset, has become an enduring symbol of American folklore and the spirit of adventure. Native American tribes, despite the injustices they endured, continue to preserve and celebrate their rich cultural heritage, reminding us of the resilience and strength of their communities. The impact of cowboys and Native Americans on the American West cannot be overstated. Their stories, filled with adventure, bravery, and resilience, have captured the hearts and minds of people around the world. These iconic figures have become symbols of the Wild West, embodying the spirit of exploration, freedom, and the ruggedness of the frontier. The cowboys, with their distinctive attire, horse riding skills, and cattle herding abilities, played a crucial role in shaping the American West. They roamed the vast landscapes, taming wild horses, driving cattle across long distances, and establishing ranches. The cowboy way of life became synonymous with independence, self-reliance, and a strong work ethic. On the other hand, the Native Americans have a rich and ancient history in the American West. Long before the arrival of European settlers, they inhabited the land for thousands of years, living in harmony with nature and building complex societies. The Native American tribes, each with their unique cultures, languages, and traditions, formed a diverse tapestry that spanned the entire region. Unfortunately, the arrival of European settlers brought significant challenges for both cowboys and Native Americans. Conflicts over land, resources, and cultural differences led to tensions and, at times, violence. The clash between these two groups is a dark chapter in American history, but it is also a testament to the resilience and strength of both sides. Today, there is a growing recognition of the need to preserve Native American heritage and promote cultural understanding. Efforts are being made to acknowledge the contributions of both cowboys and Native Americans in shaping the cultural fabric of the United States. Museums, educational programs, and cultural events are dedicated to preserving and sharing their stories, traditions, and art. Moreover, there is a renewed focus on building bridges between different communities and fostering mutual respect and understanding. Collaborative initiatives between Native American tribes and cowboy associations aim to create spaces for dialogue, cultural exchange, and cooperation. By acknowledging the shared history and experiences of cowboys and Native Americans, we can work towards a more inclusive and harmonious society. The legacy of cowboys and Native Americans on the American West is profound and enduring. Through their stories, struggles, and triumphs, they have left an indelible mark on the cultural fabric of the United States. Efforts to preserve Native American heritage, promote cultural understanding, and acknowledge the contributions of both groups are essential in building a more inclusive and united society. And there you have it, the fascinating history of the American frontier, focusing on cowboys and Native Americans. Remember, history is not just about facts and figures, but about the people who lived it. We hope this video has shed light on their lives and the impact they had on shaping the American West. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more captivating history content. Until next time, keep exploring the past and learning from it. Stay happy, my friends.